My name is Kayla Troop. I'm a kindergarten teacher. I love to dance, I love to play with my son, and I love coming here to Chiropractic Plus. I want to say what started this whole wreck, as my son likes to call it, is an actual auto pedestrian hit and run accident about 6 years ago. After that, I was diagnosed with IBS and celiac because we couldn't get my stomach calmed down. 2 years after that, I got pregnant and had my lovely son, and then a whole other slew of problems came about after that. So pregnancy was not my friend, and neither was getting hit by the car. I had a lot of symptoms going on. I was so fatigued I couldn't even finish a load of laundry. I was taking naps on my table during my lunch break. I couldn't carry my son. I was having blind spots in my right eye. My hands and legs were numb. My grip strength in my hands were completely gone. I couldn't turn on the shower for myself. I couldn't open my own coffee cup. I was just a mess. I was living in constant fear. At this point in time, before I had found Dr. Ray, I went through being told I might have breast cancer, being extremely excited when I found out I didn't, but then I was told you might have a pituitary tumor or MS. And I found myself walking down either of those paths and not liking either destination. I'm a mother and a wife, and I was absolutely terrified of either of those scenarios. So I had just found myself in the lowest low I had ever imagined. Here I was, 34 years old, seeing myself on steroids every day, not being able to drive my son places, and I was terrified. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had seen pretty much every specialist possible through my insurance and had pretty much every test known to man ran, and they just never could find what was wrong. I heard about Dr. Ray on Facebook, and it was probably the best thing to ever show up on my newsfeed. What impressed me about Dr. Ray's office when I first came in was how friendly and warm everybody was. You don't get that when you walk into a normal doctor's office. And this is not like a chiropractic office that I've ever seen before. I saw a bunch of people kind of working together, and it just gave almost a sense of home. I am one of those people that's always been terrified of a chiropractor, so Dr. Ray's approach is very gentle, and he tells me step by step what he's doing, and after a few visits, the fear was completely gone. I was no longer taking naps at lunch. I was actually working with my students. I was able to carry my son. I could feel my hands and feet again. I have energy. I was able to go sledding a couple days ago. 4 months ago, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Between when I started here and now, I feel like it's a complete 180. What I am most excited about for in the future is just knowing that I have good times ahead with my son. We just have trips in our future, and I can teach him how to shoot some hoops. I'm just excited for all those things coming up. I would definitely recommend Dr. Ray if you are feeling a lot of fatigue or headaches, depression. I've recommended Dr. Ray to my grandma for her diabetes, and she's already doing much better. I would also just recommend him if you're just not feeling well. It's a good place to start.